Hi friends, this lower right first premolar and canine teeth are going to be abutments for a long span bridge. So we wanted to reinforce these two teeth with post and core, but we did not follow regular post and core technique. We followed a new technique. We call this technique as Prepfree Post&Core technique or same visit Post&Core technique, because in this technique we don't obturate the canals to the fullest and then remove the GP which is just obturated for creating post space. Here we only obturate the apical segment and remaining canal space is used for post placement that serves as post space. This tooth is cleaning and shaping done and irrigation completed, now ready for obturation. But we don't obturate in the usual manner. Here we first select the post. We take an appropriate post and place it in the canal firmly, and then we note the depth of the post which goes inside the canal from the measuring point or reference point and pinch it gently with an artery forceps. Now we select the master cone with apical tuck back in usual manner, and then we pinch the master cone also in the reference point. Now we have to take out the GP points and place the GP point on the selected fiber post both parallel to each other, matching the reference points. Now we will know exactly how much of the GP is supposed to be removed for the placement of the fiber post. Now we make a cut in the GP for the same length of the fiber post which goes inside the canal from the reference point. Now the GP has become two parts, apical and coronal. The apical part will be obturated inside the canal as downpacking, and the remaining portion will not be obturated with the coronal segment. The coronal segment GP will be used as a plunger to send the apical part inside the canal and position it in its exact place. This remaining place will be used as a post space, and there is no need for post space preparation with any kind of drill, which is invariably resulting in some amount of dentin loss that we never wanted to happen. The sealer which we used in this technique is Gutaflow BioSeal, which is a bioceramic sealer which has the setting time of 12 minutes to 15 minutes, which justifies this particular technique, and the material is water soluble, so cleaning the remaining portion of the canal which is going to act as post space is very easy. The apical segment's fitness and firmness is again checked with nickel titanium plunger instruments, and the excess amount of the sealer which is placed in the canal is removed. And interestingly, you can see another canal in the apical segment of the canine tooth. Yeah, this canine tooth has a bifurcation in the apical segment. There is another canal in the lingual part, and this canal is also obturated with the same technique. In this picture, we can very closely observe the lingual canal of the canine, which is also going to be obturated in the same manner. Only the apical part will be obturated as downpacking, with the apical segment of GP placed and very precisely positioned into the lingual canal. But here we did not use the plunger part of the GP as we used in the earlier canals, because we need to see the canal very precisely. In the previous tooth we had only one canal, and we could comfortably condense the apical portion into its position with the plunger portion of the GP. But this canal is very tiny and we have two canals. We have to position the apical part into the lingual canal very precisely, so we used the nickel titanium GP plunger, very thin zero size GP plunger, and we successfully placed the apical part of the GP into the lingual canal and condenses nicely, and the remaining portion of the canal has been cleaned successfully. Now the canals are ready for bonding and post and core. Once after the canals are conditioned, the paracore material is backfilled into the canals, and then the post is placed and checked for its firmness and fit. The same way, next tooth also conditioned and then backfilled with the paracore material and the post placed inside the place and checked for its firmness and fit, and also light activation made to make the setting time faster. In my opinion, this technique has three advantages. Number one is it makes the procedure simple and single visit because we need not have two different appointments, one for obturation and another one for post and core. It has both in same day, so we can reduce one appointment, and secondly we can avoid preparation of the post space. Invariably, whatever the drill or system you use, when we are making the post space, we are losing some amount of the dentin. That is number second advantage. Number third advantage, whenever you are removing the coronal portion of the GP for the post space, the apical segment may get disturbed and integrity is in question. And these are the three advantages of this technique. Of course, this technique has some limitations. At a bare minimum, the post should extend at least a distance equal to the height of the crown being placed. If the post is not going into sufficient length, then there must be post space preparation followed.